In this vlog, I'm taking you to one of Switzerland's most beautiful mountain lakes, Oeschinensee. I show you how to get there, what you need to know before taking the gondola, easy and more challenging viewpoints, what you can do at the lake, and of course the mountain coaster. So let's explore Oeschinensee. Hey, I'm Anne. As a photographer, travel agent and content creator, I'm so excited to show you our beautiful planet from my eyes, chasing memories for life and helping you to travel comfortably and smart. Hello and welcome to Oeschinensee, one of Switzerland's most beautiful alpine lakes. We are located on 1,700 meters and I will show you in this video today what to do in summer, like hiking, boat rental and so on, and just enjoying this wonderful view. It's very important to book your ticket in advance. The tickets are always valid for a specific time. So we have booked, for example, from 10 to 11:30 and the round trip is 40 Swiss francs. But if you have half fare, then it's only 20 to 50 round trip. If you have booked your round trip, you get also a 50% discount on the parking and you only pay 14 Swiss francs. By the way, there's also premium parking available before 10 a.m. and we definitely recommend you to arrive before 10:30 because it's getting very, very crowded. And this time, for example, we had to park our car at an alternative parking slot, which was about 1.5 kilometers away walking. They closed the road to the Oeschinensee, to the cable car station, and they guide you to another parking, and from there you have to walk about half an hour or 20 minutes. So this is what happened today, for example, because we arrived at 10:45. But if you arrive definitely before 10 a.m., you should have enough parking spaces. Of course, you don't have to take the gondola. You can also hike up from Candlestick instead. The trail covers around 480 meters of elevation and is approximately 4 kilometers long. If you prefer the easier option, the gondola takes you up in just about 10 minutes. Once you arrive at the mountain station, you'll find public toilets as well as a small place where you can grab some food and drinks before heading towards Oeschinensee. Oeschinensee in summer is beautiful. You can do a lot of things like going hiking, going even swimming. You can rent a boat and a roller coaster. And there are several hikes. I absolutely love the Panorama hike, but we are also doing the smaller hike to see the Oeschinensee, which is very beautiful. I recommend you anyway to use good shoes with a good grip because there are some sections which are a little bit challenging, especially for the Panorama hike. Once you arrive at the gondola mountain station, just follow the path straight ahead. After a while, the trail splits. Take the path on the right if you want to head directly down to Oeschinensee, or turn left for the viewpoints, from an easily accessible viewpoint to the famous views along the Panorama Trail. We are starting with the Panorama Trail, which also leads to the famous Heuberg viewpoint. Follow the trail until you see a gate-like entrance on your left. That's where the Panorama Trail begins. The first section climbs quite steeply and parts of the trail are uneven, but overall absolutely manageable with good hiking shoes. The altitude can make the climb feel a little more challenging, but you won't have to wait long for your reward. Very soon you get your first beautiful views of Oeschinensee. And even before reaching the famous Heuberg viewpoint, there are already some incredible spots overlooking the lake. So we have now arrived at one of the viewing points, and I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's so beautiful. We finally arrived at that viewing point. It's called Heuberg. It is insane. And yes, the way up here is quite steep. It's more for advanced, but sorry, look at that view. It's 1000% worth it. It looks so beautiful. After the Heuberg viewpoint, we continue along the Panorama Trail. From here, there isn't much more climbing as you're already close to the highest point of the trail. But what goes up must come down, and there's a section with a relatively steep descent, so good hiking shoes are definitely a must. After that, you reach a small cafe where you can take a break and grab something to drink. Just remember to bring cash as they don't accept cards. Along the way, you'll also pass some very cute Swiss cows. Admire them from a distance rather than trying to pet them. From there, the trail mostly continues downhill with beautiful views of Oeschinensee accompanying you along the way. If you don't want to do that much hiking, there's also an easier way to enjoy a beautiful view over Oeschinensee. The Viewpoint is only about 1.4 kilometers one way with hardly any elevation gains, so it's really easy. And the view is absolutely beautiful. There's also a small cafe nearby, but keep in mind that it's cash only. It's the perfect alternative if you want to enjoy those incredible Oeschinensee views without hiking the entire Panorama Trail. From this viewpoint, you can also walk directly down to Oeschinensee. Once you reach the lake, you'll find 2 restaurants as well as public toilets, and if you're brave enough, you can even go for a swim. Just be prepared because the water is very cold. Unlike the small cafes along the hiking trails, you can pay by card directly at Oeschinensee. One experience I absolutely recommend at Oeschinensee is renting a rowing boat. It's not exactly cheap, 1 hour costs 40 Swiss francs, but you can fit up to 4 people in one boat. For us, 1 hour was enough to get out onto the lake and really enjoy the experience. But with 2 hours, you obviously have much more time. Just make sure you leave enough time to roll back, especially if there is some wind. We actually arrived about 5 minutes late. And don't worry, if you never rowed before, you get the hang of it pretty quickly, and the lake is usually very calm. You can pay by card, but you can't reserve a boat in advance. It's first come, first served. For me, this is an absolutely must-do at Oeschinensee. Seeing the lake from this completely different perspective, surrounded by the mountains and that incredibly clear turquoise water, was such a beautiful experience. A few more practical things to know. The walk from Oeschinensee back to the gondola station is slightly uphill. There is a shuttle available mainly for people with limited mobility, which costs 10 Swiss francs and runs approximately every 30 minutes. You may have to wait, but it can also be an option if you're simply too exhausted to walk back up. You also find lockers at both the valley and mountain gondola station where you can store your luggage and other belongings. Be relaxed, Anne. It's gonna be fine. Just be relaxed.
Yes, you can also do a roller coaster, which is a lot of fun. And I was a little bit afraid of it, but it's absolutely fine. It's not always open. It really depends on the weather season. So I think now it's going to automatical. And yeah, we kind of had a lot of fun. It's about 6 Swiss francs per ride. And when they expect rain, they close it. But lucky us, it's about to be a thunderstorm. Lucky us, we could do it. And Anja? Yay!
We actually spent 2 days here to experience everything Oeschinensee has to offer. If you're planning to do the Panorama Trail, I would recommend allowing at least 5 to 6 hours for the hike, including breaks and time to enjoy the views. Doing everything in one day is possible if you're fit, but personally I would recommend taking your time. Oeschinensee is absolutely beautiful and definitely worth visiting. I hope you enjoyed this guide. If you did, give this video a thumb up, and if you want to see more travel guides and adventures, subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again on my next adventure.